King of
Yeah.
And then I did the smoke wagon, which has the copper shot glasses and all that, like Western theme. And I didn't win, and Danny from King Zeba beat me that year, and respectfully so, because Danny, I mean, his stuff's out here. And like I said, Joe Cavalier, Randy, RJ, and obviously Gary. And there's so many other guys in that group, because I was actually tied in with two different build-offs. So it's hard for me to like think of everybody's name, and I'm not, no disrespect, I wish I could name everybody right now, but those were times where like it basically, Peak Cycles wasn't really known. And I wasn't, the name just came on, and the biggest thing is that after that build-off, I just been in the shop every day to this date. So that's the thing I tell people. It's like, when it comes to what I'm doing and the gifted, whatever God gave me to be able to do this, it's consistency.
Yeah.
And
Consistency is key for everything.
I am my own boss, so it's like I can wake up every day and just, we've talked about this, man. I mean, and just, I can like say, I don't want to work today, but I don't do that. I don't, that's not my style anyway. But to push yourself to go out, and people ask like, don't you go out in the shop and you have those days where you just don't feel like doing it? And I'm like, yeah, I have those days, but then I think about sitting in that corporate cubicle that I've been doing for 13 years, and that changes things real fast. So it's like I like I said, you can't take for granted the fact that you're living a dream, basically. Yeah.
And this dream we all love, and this dream, that thing that we call bike life, we do love. I understand you completely when you're talking about, it's like, you're passionate about something and you're just going for it, and you're just like, this is what you do. And when you get praise onto it, you're a very humble dude that I have grown to talk to and meet. That was like, when you get praise to yourself, you just take it at a humble strive and be like, it's like I feel really good, but it's like you don't let it go to your head or anything like that. So it's like you're a down to earth dude.
I appreciate that.
And then with your show and everything. The first time we actually had the conversation was Shiny Side Up. When us three were just talking.
Yes, I remember. I clearly remember that. You brought your Cadillac out, and I was envying it. I was checking it out and looking at the details, and I didn't even know you guys really at the time, right?
No,
was that the first time we met?
That was actually the first time we met. And we actually had a conversation.
But I was out right out front, and I was looking at a bike. Like I said, I'm looking at these creations today, and I've had a lot of conversations already today with people I don't know, but I envy and look at what they do. Everybody's trying to do something different.
Yeah.
Even if it's just the slightest detail in the build. The whole bike might look like something you've seen before. I'm not saying in any bad way. I'm just saying they're pulling, like if you stand there and look at the bike, you will see things where it's like, oh shit, that's freaking kind of cool right there. Oh, am I supposed to?
Oh, you can cuss. You can cuss all the fuck you want. It's okay. It's our fucking show.
I didn't know if we're on network television.
No, we can fucking talk all we want. My dad tells me not to cuss. Sorry, Dad.
So yeah, we had that conversation out front, and not too long afterwards, we did the lowrider show.
Yes.
Indoor lowrider show.
Yes, that was.
And we got to hang out quite a bit. You weren't there.
No, I was there.
You was there, but it was a good experience. It was a good experience. Like I've said before, is like when I build bikes and Danny builds bikes, we don't build bikes for trophies. We build bikes that are like our peers or people that like someone like you're in your caliber or Robert HB or Scrapfather, just builders that have been in the game. If when you guys give us a thumbs up or recognition of it, it's like that's all the trophy I need.
Exactly.
That's 100% the trophy I need. As soon as you say that, I feel good.
Exactly.
I don't even need to do anything else.
Exactly.
I don't try to push it onto anybody. This is what I built. Let me see your bike. Here it is right here. Wow.
Yeah.
And then it's like I get that and I feel that and I take that as a humble thing.
It's just a sense of acknowledgement.
Yes.
Period. So I know I mean it's easier said than like for me to say that based on we're out there competing. I wants to go home with a trophy, but you're right. You should build for yourself first. And this to me actually goes back to like the collecting world, because I used to deal collectible toys and stuff, and people were starting to invest into certain things so that they could flip it over or whatever and make money. And I used to tell people all the time, I'm like, look, buy it if you like it, because if it ends up not being worth anything, well, at least you liked it and you own it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to me,
Yeah.
Facts.
this is exactly the same thing. Build
Facts.
what you like. If you didn't win an award or whatever it might be, you liked it and you still won.
Yes. So that's facts.
Yeah.
That's facts. Build what you like.
Build what you
Enjoy,
like.
Enjoy. Don't try to sit there. It's like, oh, this guy this and this guy. Nah, you just build what you got and what
Yeah.
you like. That rat rod that I built exactly what I like. Guys. I
You
just
guys
went-
I'm telling you,
went
that
in.
build off right there, you guys.
tough.
Nah, man, I'm telling you, you guys freaking killed it. I'm like, I looked at all of those, and I love the fact that you were all broken out of your
Did
shell.
you actually see who won?
Yes, I
Yeah,
did. No,
Todd
it's
Hoover.
Todd Hoover's
Todd
with
Hoover.
the, yeah. Hell
Congratulations,
yes.
Todd Hoover.
Hell
You
yes.
Peak frame.
Yes.
And that was based on just social media likes. So there was no politics going on with judging or whatever. You know, people look at it just from what they see. And Todd put a lot into that. That was a rock star frame he actually won on a raffle. And I've never seen any of my frames turn into a trike. So not only put into a trike, it has a bed, then it's got
Yeah.
like wood burn freaking.
But see, the cool thing about these bikes is like, you know, like back in the day, we start looking for these old bikes, say, you know, 1954, blah, 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 or 1960 or 70 or 80 or whatever. We are at that stage where we're remembering certain bikes from here to the rest,
For sure.
from here on out.
For
So
sure.
when everyone's gonna remember the first Jimmy Pete trike was made from Todd Hoover, that's built for the rat rod competition.
yeah.
So those are good feelings because
yeah.
I feel like those bikes that get built and then if they get to travel and stuff, that's like building a pedigree
Right.
for your bike. It's like
Right.
it's like stamping your approval. I bring my bike here, I bring it to California, Arizona, Chicago, Detroit, Florida, wherever the case may be. But it's like you're building it and you got your stamp of approval. It's like a pedigree to go everywhere.
Exactly.
Which is dope. You know, and then where else can you do these types of shows over here with all these heavy hitters and stuff like that? You know, you also have a show that you have that's called the SoCal Show. Due to the obviously. To
And
the,
we are doing it.
And you are doing
September of 22. I'm not even kidding. So Jeff Rocks, who's my partner with this, and then obviously with my Kelly, that's basically the trio. And then Sammy here, who's been working the door. He helps out, and my buddy Junior Parkman back in San Diego. That's basically the Fabulous Five right
The
there.
Fabulous
and
Five.
so my point is that we've talked about this, and with the pandemic, I know we canceled out. People are like, is SoCal coming back? It's coming back.
It's
and
coming
it's gonna
back,
be,
guys.
It's going to be in September, like because that was our month. I don't know whatever's going on with all the other events or whatever, but we're keeping it in September in San Diego. I don't know what weekend yet. The thing is that
September
we've been
9th.
dealing.
September 9th. Just whoo. Had some.
We've been dealing with the same thing everybody else with the permits, basically.
Yes.
Like you can't get a permit for a big, large park on large gatherings.
Yeah.
So I think that's a big thing. Like I know Shiny Side's doing an event next weekend, but they're not at History Park. So a lot of people have been doing these pop-up things like in a private parking lot or whatever. For us, we were actually trying to, we did parking lot 2 years in a row, and we outgrew the second year, and we were getting ready to move to a really cool thing. Like there's some good things ahead. The problem is that what we want to do, even if we had a backup plan or whatever, city of San Diego, dude, in Southern California, we have the worst when it comes to trying to get some sort of permits over these
I bet.
mandates. Yeah, so that's why we canceled out, but we are coming back, and Jeff and I, and myself, Kelly, and Junior, and Sammy, we're going to make it happen, and we hope for it to be even bigger
That's why
and better
it's
than
cool,
it's been.
Like OBC, that we get to network, hear things, talk to people, motivate each
See
other.
things first.
To keep the bike community
keep it going,
again.
keep it going,
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Again, all that communication is very important.
Sure.
So shows aren't on the same weekends and
Yes.
all this.
Yes.
So everyone can be successful, and we can all go around to every city and enjoy these shows because
Right.
every city has something different to offer. Have you taken advantage of Vegas, or have you just kind of been doing the OBC thing this weekend?
Have I taken advantage of what though?
Like Vegas, like have you gone to any of the restaurants?
Oh
out
man, I've been
or-
here like.
But this weekend,
I've been
though.
here since the first OBC.
No, but this weekend.
No, I haven't. To
You
be
just
honest
been
with you, I've
here?
been right here.
Yeah, this whole time.
I got home at 3:00 this morning.
Wow.
I was looking for you guys.
Oh,
I'm not even joking. Kelly and I were out here, and we got home at 3. That's why I was so, like, if you were looking for me even this morning, I got out here, put my bikes, I wiped them down, and I had that 3:00 in the morning shithead.
Yes.
Right? So we
We are-
set
we are-
up,
yeah, we-
I cleaned the bikes, and Kelly and I, not just the heat, because, Kelly is even very, very much more
It's hot.
sensitive than me. I can handle it. But even coming home at 3 in the morning, coming out and being in 100-degree weather, it was starting to hit me a little bit, just dehydration, whatever, right? So we went back to the room, and I got a little, like we got our body temp down, got some fluids in. That was between 11 and 12 today. And then I came back out. I've been out here since. Back to your question of whether or not I've been out on the we went through Fremont on, I don't remember which night, but Friday night, and we went and got Newcastle burgers, and Kelly and I picked up some things at Walgreens and normal stuff. But we're talking about Vegas like experience. The reason why is because like Kelly and I got married here.
wow.
We stayed at what was called Bob's Stupacs, like it was before it was the Stratosphere. Bob's Stupacs.
Really?
Look up, Google it. That's where
Y'all,
we
y'all
stayed.
Google it. Google it right now.
I'm not even kidding.
Touch
I
your
don't
friend
know.
Googleito
Maybe
and talk.
Paulie knows, but Bob's Stupacs. It was before it was the Stratosphere. Bob's Stupacs is what. Is it still owned by him? So, but remember when it was that? That's where Kelly and I stayed in 1989 when we got married here in Vegas. We eloped. So that's why we talk about the experience.
That's why you're like.
Dude, we were 21 years old. We met when we were 17 in high school.
I've been together
And then 4 years later, we eloped here, and we got married. I don't even know if the chapel's still there, but it was called Little, I don't remember now.
Yeah.
Kelly would know. It's like Little White Chapel or something like that. But we got married here. So back to your question. I didn't mean to derail the whole thing here.
No.
But I'm just
Vegas
saying,
history.
we have Vegas
Yeah.
history. So since us getting married here as kids, we've been back, and we'd come back here just like everyone else does, where Vegas is Vegas. 2013, I've been here every year with OBC since, and you want to talk about whether or not I've gotten experience down the streets and the whole thing. I mean, the strip ride and all that kind of stuff, or even just us, Kelly and I, walking through and just visiting things. I'm not saying I'm done, but it's not like, I'm like, we can chill
You're
in
like,
the
"I've been
hotel
here.
for a minute. And
I've
then
been here.
Exactly.
There's a saying,
Exactly.
Act like you've been here before.
So
I
you guys,
am.
so you guys have been here. You guys, how long you guys been?
I've
here?
been here since 2005.
5.
Yeah,
Since
me
from
too.
where?
Yeah, from California.
You lived in
I
California.
lived in Palmdale. California.
So what is that? Northern?
That's like by
Central?
Magic Mountain.
Okay.
Northern, it's Southern California.
Yeah. And you,
San Fernando Valley, 05. I'm from the.
both of you from California?
Yeah, Southern, yeah.
And then we moved here.
I don't think I knew that.
Yeah, we moved it. My parents and I. I moved here first, and my parents came right after. We had a really big triple wide mobile home that was just like dope. We lived like in a whole private community.
Yeah.
It was so nice. And my dad bought that house for like $19,000, and he sold it for $185,000, like X amount of years later. And I went through my whole high school out there and everything, Palmdale, Lancaster, California. And then we bought a house out here. Or we bought a company, a carpet cleaning company, and we started doing our thing out here. And then at that market, that was it 2007 or whatever.
Okay.
That's when the market
That's
crashed.
when everything went down.
When everything went down. So it was a little tough, but we still managed. We persevered, and we're here still.
It's just interesting because moving here from California, I mean, that's a